funny looking back on these pictures. Anyway, I've decided I've done my dash now with tracking Vegas Matt's crazy, and he's the one who uses insane and crazy quite often, or at least his son EJ does, who does his editing. In the descriptions of these strange little shorts of his short, sharp nasties. I'm quitting only because, I think 288 shorts in, I've had enough. And I don't think that anything is, another 288 would be any more kind of demonstrative of what I think is the situation with Vegas Matt and with the rest of the sinfluencers on the gambling channels on YouTube. They deliberately lose. It has to be deliberate because these people are too clever to play this badly unless it suits their business plan. And I think that's basically where we're at. I have challenged Vegas Matt and EJ about this, and the most recent response I got was from WBG, who I think is the standout intellect in that team. I could be wrong about that. Maybe maybe they're all four of them equally smart, but their play is absolutely dumb, no doubt about it. What is a bit weird about this set, 288 shorts in from Vegas Matt and Co., is that somehow they've managed to win 144 and lose 128. But I would expect to see an even balance or a slightly negative number wins to losses for Vegas Matt. So I kind of suspect that what's happening is they don't show us everything. That's always the case with these guys. I think they always tend to cherry pick. They show us what they want us to see, and that's the end of it. But anyway, what is just kind of frustrating about these fellas is Vegas Matt, for instance, will say two things which I think are absolutely outrageous. One is, my gambling is as real as it gets. That's his slogan. And it's absolute bullshit. He is bulletproof against any losses that he suffers in the casino because he's making about 5 million a year from Google alone. And he estimates that Google is 70% of his income. So that leaves, another couple of million on top of that he's getting from other hustles. So he has no interest in whether he wins or loses, but it's better for his relationship with the casinos, because he works with several, as we know, particularly online. I think he's still with 2 online operations. His relationship with them goes better if he doesn't teach his subscribers how to beat the house. So he doesn't do that. He just plays like a prat all the way, hesitates over basic strategy at blackjack, even though by now, with all the blackjack that he's played in his life, he should have it completely down pat. But every time it's, should I split those? Should I double down on that? And it's just not real. It's just not real. But there you go. I mean, I'm sort of going down through these just to show you that I really did put the time in over many, many months to track what he's doing. Now, let's go over to where the rubber meets the road. He's currently 21,251 ahead, as you can see from up there. Pattern betting a lot less, about half as much on average. There's the action comparison down here. Pattern betting's total action is 52% of Matt's, right? Pattern betting's win to date is nearly 5 times Matt's. Matt is running at a win percentage of 1.9. That's 21,251 over its total action here. And pattern betting is running at 105,000 over its total action. So that's a big difference. 17.7% win percentage. This over here, by the way, is simply there because it's a wonderful example of somebody using crazy theatrics to show you how bloody brilliant they are at gambling. This was Sean Perry, who I think is probably second craziest amongst the group of content creators in the gambling sector of YouTube. He doesn't actually froth at the mouth, and I think he may be using real money. That kind of looks real, doesn't it? I mean, he could have just run it up, I suppose, in his bathroom before he came to the table, but I think it's more likely that it's real money. I think he said that it was 400,000 or something like that. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, this is the story. This is pattern betting's performance to date. Few little dips there, but nothing terrible. This is Matt's performance over time. And you can see that the probability by the time he got down to here was that he was thinking, well, this is a bloody waste of time. We're doing this wrong. So they started winning. And then at some point they'll have said to themselves, this is my guess, I obviously can't read their minds. Oops, that looks a bit strange. So maybe we better toss in a few losses. And so losses. And then it's that sort of old, well, we're looking a bit sick right now, so let's jazz it up a bit. So bang, 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 bang. It's a cycle. I don't know. It could be coincidental, but it's just so strange. Oh yeah, and I started. I don't know, when did I start this? It seems like a hell of a long time ago. So anyway, pattern betting is at 105,000 right now, which is 98% of its best. The actual value of wins over losses is a player edge of 6%. Vegas Matt managed to erode that by 2/3 to, he's knocked it down to 1.9%. Not doing very well there. Average win is 3,634 for him. Average loss, a little bit more. Never a good idea. So you just can't make money at any of these games unless you win more when you win and you lose when you lose. And that's something clearly that Matt doesn't want to know about. And I get it. He can't win because the casinos will not love him anymore. They won't suck up to him anymore. They won't kiss his whatever anymore. I mean, it's just business. But the problem is, he's promoting himself, presenting himself, portraying himself as a regular gambler. Nonsense. The amount of money that he puts at risk is insane, to use one of his favorite words. It's completely crazy for him to say that he's not promoting gambling because none of the casinos that welcome him with open arms and roll out the red carpet for him would want anything to do with him if they weren't absolutely confident that what he is doing and what the other sinfluencers are doing on YouTube is good for their business. So that's the reality of the Vegas Matt situation where his shorts are concerned. I never thought I'd be getting excited about Vegas Matt shorts, but it's become kind of a campaign, a little bit of a project. Didn't intend for it to last quite this long, but I think at 288 sessions, I'm going to cut it off. And, he can obviously carry on playing like a prat professionally, but I just hope that there are a few people out there among his million and a half breathless, panting, loving, devoted subscribers who realize that they are being conned with every single video or short that comes from this guy or Vegas Matt and friends or from any of the others, Bluff and Bob, Mr. Handpay, whoever. They are all making vast amounts of money, losing vast amounts of money. And fortunately for them, their Google checks, their Moogle checks are far bigger than their losses in the casino. That's the reality. That's all I'm suggesting you take a look at.